Hey Warrior fans, welcome into today's video, a day after the Warriors just lost a buzzer beater to Kyle Guy of the Sacramento Kings. Luckily, it's just preseason, so nobody freak out. But hey, as always, make sure you're following me on Twitter for more Golden State Warriors talk at Jimmy_Crowther. DM me with any questions you might have, and we can talk Warriors just like we're going to do on today's video. We're going to talk about the man, the myth, the legend, Steph Curry. What a dazzling performance he put on in that second preseason game against the Sacramento Kings, where he played 28 minutes. I mean, he was playing regular season minutes in their preseason game, and I mean, his ball handling skills were absolutely outstanding. He looked like old vintage Steph Curry, and it was really the first sign of like old Steph that I had seen since a couple of games from last year. And if you're a Warriors fan, which you probably are because you're watching this video and you're on this channel, you got to be hyped about seeing Steph go off for 29 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Now, the first game that he had in the preseason wasn't quite the same. I mean, in all honesty, look, the Warriors still won. It was a 107-105 win over the Denver Nuggets. But also, Steph only played he did end up playing 21 minutes. So it wasn't like he only played, 5 to 10 minutes. No, I mean, he played 21, but only put up 10 points. He was 3 of 10 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3. Now, he was just knocking off rust, so I'm not too worried about it. And obviously, he knocked that rust off in the second game where he went 11 of 21 and took every three that he basically could, took 13 three-pointers, made 5 of them, and scored 29 points, as I just mentioned. Now, I'm all in on the Steph hype train when it comes to MVP. I had him picked as my favorite, as I've mentioned before in this video. I had him picked as my favorite to win MVP, and then Klay went down. And when Klay went down, I think that hurt his chances simply because that's another player that he can play with that really helps him expand his game, and I think he will continue to be there. He's third in MVP voting right now, or I should say MVP odds at plus 750, just barely above Anthony Davis, but a pretty sizable gap behind Giannis and Luka. So I want you to make your predictions. Try to put your biases aside, and I know it's difficult because I did a video just yesterday where I talked about the Warriors potentially being a 7th seed, and you guys didn't like that. There were some people that said I wasn't biased enough. Well, you can pick your MVP. Type SC for Steph Curry, LD for Luka Doncic, GA for Giannis, or if you got another one, put it in the comment section. I'm typing my LD for Luka Doncic, but I do think Steph will be in that top 3. Now I'll tell you about this deal from Fanatics before we talk any more about your Golden State Warriors. When you go to chatsports.com/dubsdeal, you can find awesome prices on all Warriors gear. I'm talking jerseys. I'm talking hats. I'm talking hoodies. I'm talking sweatshirts. I'm talking shorts. I'm talking socks. Whatever you need that has the Golden State Warriors on it, you can get it at chatsports.com/dubsdeal. This deal is not going to last for very long, and neither will that link. So while you're watching this video, here's what I want you to do. Hit pause, open up another tab, type in this link that you see right below me, and then go check out the website, chatsports.com/dubsdeal. When you go there, it helps us keep the lights on here at Chat Sports so we can keep bringing you awesome Golden State Warriors coverage. Now, Steph thrived in that game against Sacramento. In fact, he looked great. He looked MVP ready for all I care. The problem was the rest of the starters combined for 28 points, and they played regular minutes for the most part. And there were other bench pieces in there that just didn't look good. Now, Marquise Chris looked great. I'll talk more about him here in just a minute, but nobody else looked good. Now, to be fair, no Draymond Green, no Eric Pascal, no Alan Smiley-Giesch, and of course, no James Wiseman. But the rest of this team has still got to be better. And if you're ready to be done with all this preseason crap, if you're ready to get into the regular season like I am, do something for me right now. Get down to the comment section or scroll down underneath this video and hit the thumbs up. If the thumb is gray right now, you're wrong. Turn it blue by clicking the thumbs up and liking this video. Now, I'm not the only one that thinks there were problems in that game, though. Marquise Chris was another guy who talked more about the second unit and really what's going on with the Warriors. And he said, when Steph's on the bench, it's tougher to maybe generate more space and find more flow. I think our second unit is more of a get a stop and run type of team. In the half court, we struggle with some things. And he's right. I mean, this bench did not look good, guys. I mean, you have Marquise Chris. Brad Wanamaker was your point guard, and when he's coming off the bench, he's not doing that well. He only scored 10 points. Kent Bazemore, not really an offensive weapon. He's more of a defensive guy, but he's a good energy guy at 7 points. Damian Lee, Jordan Poole, none of them looked good in that preseason game, and it's definitely something that is at least cause for a little bit of concern. But what's really more concerning to me were the guys that played the starter minutes because they're expected to be starters on this team on a regular basis. Andrew Wiggins and Kelly Oubre did not look good at all. Now, Oubre looked a little bit better, but he still didn't score that much. Andrew Wiggins could not find his rhythm. 4 of 12 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 4 assists, decent defense, I guess, but only 12 points. And that's disappointing for me. And so I'm going to be harsh on him because he needs to be better than he was. He's got to be the second option on this team, and he's not right now. So only 2 preseason games. There's only 1 more left. Who has been the most disappointing so far, in your opinion? Let me know in the comment section. Honestly, after last night's game, I'm going with Andrew Wiggins. Now, something else that has been disappointing has been the fact that James Wiseman hasn't gotten to play at all for this team due to, for lack of a better, or really for as far as we know, it's probably COVID-19 stuff. He did test positive. It was a whole mess. But he practiced for the first time this week, and there's been a lot of excitement about his practice. He said, basically a lot of energy. He came out ready to play. He's a young guy that is displaying a ton of energy and looks really, really strong out on the court when he gets his moments. And look, the Warriors only have the 1 preseason game left, and James Wiseman is going to have to get tuned up sooner rather than later. Now, no word whether or not he will end up playing, but we'll find out soon because that game is sneaking up on us, and I'm hoping we get to see some James Wiseman because after what Steph Curry said, it got me pretty excited. Curry said he has an extremely high ceiling. Excited for him to get some reps and be in a game-like situation. His energy in practice was crazy. It was like letting a puppy out of the cage, which brings me to my next question for you. What kind of dog do you guys have? Let me know in the comment section because talking about puppies out of a cage, and I know this is a random question, nothing to do with the NBA, but I want to know, what kind of dogs do you guys have in your homes? I've got actually 2 very polar opposite dogs. We got a German Shepherd, and I got a Pomeranian. 2 totally different dogs, but that's what I've got. Let me know what you got in the comment section. Now, that preseason finale where we hope we'll be seeing James Wiseman is against the Sacramento Kings once again, who are playing more preseason games than most teams as they'll have played their 4th one by then. That'll be Thursday night in Sacramento, where the Warriors will look to finish the preseason with a positive record, and the Sacramento Kings could finish either 2-1 or 3-1 or 2-2. That finale will be coming up on Thursday, and I'll have the recap for you here on Chat Sports. And we want to help continue to grow the channel. I want you guys to help us continue to grow like you already have by subscribing and turn on your notifications. Because you want to be the first one to see this video, you might as well hit your notification button and subscribe to youtube.com/WarriorsTV. Now, the Warriors do have a few guys on the injury list going into that final game, and I just want to break that down. Obviously, Draymond Green is the most notable one, and James Wiseman, but 2 other guys that we didn't see in last night's preseason game, Eric Pascal and Alan Smailagic, as they are currently day-to-day. Both have some knee issues that they're dealing with. Wiseman and Green, on the other hand, undisclosed, a.k.a. COVID-19 concerns is basically it, and they have practiced, but no word whether or not they will end up playing in that game. If you want some more Warrior updates for me throughout the season, throughout the preseason, give me a follow on Twitter. You can see my username right here at Jimmy_Crather. We can talk all things Warriors, all things NBA, all the time. Y'all, appreciate you guys watching this video. If you made it this far in the video, give it a like and hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.